Hello everybody. Today marks day 27 post-op total reverse shoulder replacement. But today mostly what I wanted to get on and say is just the truth. And the truth is this has been one of the most difficult surgeries. This one has been so horrific, and there have been times where it has been very traumatic that I really have blocked some stuff out of my head. And I know that because some of the YouTube videos that I did right after the in the hospital, I don't remember. I don't remember doing them. So when I look, I'm like, when did I do that? But it was a very traumatic experience in the hospital. It was very different during COVID-19, not having my family there. Things that were very intense. And in the next few days, I'm going to be releasing some videos and telling some stories about this time and what I learned spiritually, as a person, growing in my faith and growing alongside God and really just letting Him take over. Before I went into the operating room, there was one consistent message that I kept getting from different people. And if you don't know, I'm going to share it with you now. If something like that happens to you, it's actually confirmation. It's like, oh my gosh, it's confirmation. God is talking to me. In fact, people don't know and kind of like, I think God's talking to me, but I'm not sure. So I like to share those stories. And basically this was mine, is that God had told 3 different people, and these 3 different people told me at 3 different times that God was going to be very close to me. And this is what my sister left me. All my cards are in here. Get well cards. Fear not, for I am with you. My grandmother was the other one, and then another friend. Same message. God is going to be with you. Do not be afraid. He will hold you up. And I took that message as, during the times of my recovery, obviously you guys know this is surgery number 18 that I just finished, is I just have a closeness with God. I think I'm in bed and I can't do anything, stare at the ceilings. I'm a little more mobile through this one, meaning I can get up, it's not my feet. But still great limitations. And usually I just sit there and I pray, and I always tell people, come to me with, tell me if you have a petition, let me pray. Never feel like you're bothering me during these times. Everybody, I've heard several people say, I just didn't want to bother you. I know you're going through a lot. Don't worry about that. Let me worry about that. I'm a big girl. And usually that's good because it helps my mind stay busy, when I'm praying for someone else. But what was very different about this surgery was, I don't remember a lot because the pain was so extreme and so many things happened, including the hospital catching on fire while I was there. I mean, crazy things happened during this time, and getting medication was difficult. Getting the pain under control took weeks, and the whole time, when I was finally getting to a level where, I could decrease in the pain pills and all that stuff, I just felt like, oh my gosh, I don't feel as close to you, Lord, as I have in the past. And I want you back. And I think I posted this on Facebook, as a matter of fact. And I said, and I want you back. And it's like, I feel like I'm missing something this surgery. I'm not hearing you like I usually do. It's like really clear and loud, and I'm just deep in prayer and all of this stuff. And it just feels very different, Lord. But then I realized it was because all these complications, God already knew what I was going to go through. But that's why His message was, fear not, for I am with you. For I'm the one carrying you, because you're not going to be able to do it this time. And that was a hard one, because I have always been so strong, and to be so weak and so out of control, this time has been difficult. But the beauty of hearing Him say, but don't worry, because I got you. It's like that poem of Footprints, right? Where, how did I get through it? I don't know some of the things how I got through. No, I do know. God was carrying me. the times I couldn't carry myself this time. And it was so beautiful. And one of the biggest thing was this time, obviously, I didn't even think about it, but music is the way, God speaks to me. I hear God. And this whole time I haven't been listening to my music because I haven't been able to put my headphones on my head, which I can now do. Look at, oh, and look what I just did today, right now. I put my earrings on by myself. I'm so excited. It's very, very difficult. And it just takes a lot of skill, quite frankly. I'm skillful. And the bigger thing is there are difficult roads ahead, and I know that. And I'm trying to prepare for that. And I'm trying to ignore it too. So there were a few complications in it. Had nothing really to do with my shoulder, at least I don't think so. It could be related, but there's just another situation. So if you give me a moment, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, a little costume change, and you'll see why in a minute. So I just put on a new shirt, and I use my little shoehorn for my hair flicker. It's one of my favorite tools, and it works well. You've got to see the earrings because that took a lot to put on. And okay, so the story goes, since last Wednesday, I woke up and I couldn't move. And it's a very serious issue that we've known that I've had for a while, for 5 years to be exact, going on 6 years. The rheumatoids in my neck. It's a very dangerous place to be. So I couldn't walk, I couldn't lift my head up. I could walk, but it was painful. Not that it made me not walk. It was just the bottom of my foot flared up, my head, it was horrible, and it was very scary. So today is the first day since last Wednesday that I've been able to lift my own head up. So we will be getting it checked on Tuesday by the next surgeon to get an update on the progression of the disease in my neck. So I'm not happy about it because I kind of ignored this whole situation because it's very serious. It could cause some really serious things like paralysis, or, your neck could collapse. And anyways, so this is the deal. Here I am, and I'm like, oh Lord Jesus, please let this pass from me. And I'm sitting there in bed, and I'm looking at my feet, because that's all I could do. I can't move my head, I could just move my eyeballs. So I'm looking at some feet, and in that moment, I just said, you know what? He showed me something, and he showed me this. He said, Nina, I want you to look. There's your scar. Your arm has been chopped off. But I also want you to see this. It's going to take me a minute to do it, but this is the real struggle of recovering from a big surgery like this. It is painful still. I want you to see both those shoulders. Can you see the scar on the other side? Because I tell you this, I wear the same scar that I have on this side. But you don't see it because I wear the miraculous healing power of Christ upon my body. Stop. God reminded me, Nina, your life is in my hand, trusting me. He is the healer of all healers. So whatever happens, I give my whole life and my whole body. And that's what I was saying when I was looking at those feetsies. I was like, Lord, if something happens, should I become paralyzed or things get really bad, do something good with it. Do something great with it. And I surrender and I give it all to you. And that was the song that I heard that night because I couldn't sleep after the injection of the steroid, because they did give me a shot the next day, which was Thursday. It didn't work. It has just, I don't know if it's just barely starting to kick in. I could still feel the pain, but at least I could lift my neck up. So we will see. But you know what? This I say, in God I trust, always in God I trust, because I wear the healing power of Christ upon my body, and I will never forget all the miracles and healing He has done in my life. And that goes for you too. Sometimes we just have to stop and take a look. And thank you, Jean. I just received this. I think it's been there for a while, but my husband just brought it to me. Thank you for the healing mass at Our Lady of Lourdes. This means so much to me because I know the power of prayer, the power